Hey kids, Inverted Cow here. Welcome back to Project Ozone. Picking up a little bit here. We've got a little bit more work done. I've got a few more things caught up. Probably gonna hit pretty much everything I had caught up now very quickly here. So let's have a look at what things are going here. Check over this stuff. I've got 2 diamond essence plants going, which now gives me 4 seeds. Awesome. The diamond essence is the next level I need for the magic crops things. I set up my achievement stand here. And I've got the automated glass making checked off here, but just so you know that I'm not just clicking off randomly ones here. I'll show you exactly what I did. Now it's not 100% automated because I've got the pulverizers over here and the smeltery over there, but like I had last time, I got 2 pulverizers. They feed the sand into a better barrel, and the dust is set off to the side here. The only other thing I was doing differently was I had it pumped into the smeltery, but it's just too much work to move that for now. So what I'll do is I'll throw another barrel on here. I'll grab this one. Yeah, you'll hear mobs right here. I'll explain that in a minute. Okay, welcome down to the smeltery area here. As you can see, I've fixed it up just a tad. I throw a barrel of sand on there. And the hopper feeds in slowly, but this thing feeds in pretty much as fast as it can take it, and that fills it up with sand right away. Like there's a stack and change of sand in there. Oops. Then I take an empty barrel and I throw it down right here. And mobs keep dying in here, and there's really not much I can do about it. And there's where their blood goes. Now I've hooked it up to pipes, and as you can see, these pump out the liquid sand almost as fast as it's filling up. Not quite, but almost. And at full speed, this makes glass very quickly. In fact, I don't think there's a faster way to make glass. At all. It takes about 10-15 minutes and it'll make an entire barrel full of glass here. My little cobble generator, as you remember, I had the one compacting drawer. I added an auto workbench which makes the triple compressed cobblestone. That pumps that into another compacting drawer that will eventually be making me the quintuple compressed cobblestone, which is the 5 times cobble, which is basically 2 steps away from what I need for the dark portal, so that's pretty good. This monstrosity is a mob grinder, but unlike regular mob grinders, it's not supposed to actually be spawning it's not it wasn't meant to just be for random spawnings. Ow, jerk. seriously. Go away. Why can I kill these wither skeletons with one hit with this thing, but these spiders and things I just can't? I said go away. Come down here. Thank you. Shut up, you bother me. It's just a box around a powered spawner. There's a bunch of fans on this side, so it makes it very difficult to walk. The spawner is kind of in this shaft in the middle here. I made a bunch of Pokeballs. I kept getting gas tears, so I just make a Pokeball. This one is withers, skeletons, zombie pigmen, blazes. I mean, it's basically everything I need. There's a few other odds and ends that I'm going to get, but yeah, with that monstrosity over there making me stuff, it's pretty crazy. Now, what I did do is I took all of that clear glass that I made, and I made a wall. See, I can't walk off the edge of the world here. I can't throw stuff off of it either. Ooh, I suppose it would help if I turn the map off. See, I can't throw my stuff off the edge now. I did that basically because I hate things like fences and walls, like the cobblestone wall, for everything. Like this has some great, I love skyblock maps because it's like, oh, you're working at the edge and you can see the sun and the moon at the same time. It's like, oh, there's the moon, there's the sun, there's the moon, you know. And this is my commercial, and like this is my industrial processing. Like everything that happens down here, it happens like it's going to be doing on a scale like this. It's like, I want to do this, boom, do lots. Or a scale like this where it's just going to grind, like to make the octuple compressed cobblestone that I need, the 4 blocks or whatever it is that I need for this portal. This is just going to grind for like hours, days on end. If I could get this mess cleaned up, I'd be all set. Now I have gotten a few wither skeletons, wither skulls. I got enough to do 2 withers. I'm not doing those today or anytime soon, mainly because I had an issue with fire, the silverfish in the nether. They basically just kept blowing all the netherrack out from around me, and pretty much had me dead. Believe it or not, it was the long fall boots that actually saved me, because we did a drop from the upper part of the nether to the lower part of the nether, and while I can handle a 40 or 50 block drop, 1,000 or so silverfish couldn't. And I had experience orbs and floating junk, and oh my goodness, both luggages went nuts trying to load all this crap up. And I'm getting so irritated with the mob drops that I mean literally I can't get rid of it. I can't deal with it fast enough. So yeah, I'm just letting that thing just rain mobs, and everything's just getting pumped into a trash can. Not even going to make the effort. No, this goes in there. I do need to make a couple of ender chests and bags of holding and stuff like that. What else here? I've made an ender quarry, and I've got it going in the mining world here. I'm not sure if I got to babysit it or not, but this is a crafter from RF Tools. It's basically a standard, simple little auto crafting type thing. You program in recipes and then it cycles them. This one, I'm just doing double compressed. Now, this is level 1, which only gives you 2. If you actually take this and make like the level tier 3, I think it gives you up to 8 recipes. So I could basically craft 8 things at once, or 8 recipes at once, or do 8 steps of one recipe at once and just pump the raw material in, which could be very handy down the road when I want to try to make some really more complicated things like that. Like this one down at the end here, wherever it is for these cold storage units. I'm probably going to be pumping through a few of these, just simply because I just funnel in raw resources and let it do its thing. The Ender Quarry, of course, is just pumping straight into a storage module, and I'm basically just drawing all the cobblestone out fast as the Ender Quarry puts it in here, and I'm just letting it stock up with everything else. And I basically made 4 stacks of fence, went 4 stacks this way, or 1 stack this way, and back, and made my first of the mechanism advanced solar generators. I got to make 4 of them for a quest, but I like them. They're a little bit of an annoyance to make, but I like them. Once they're down, they produce a lot of power. In the overworld here, my power is basically being produced by the photovoltaic cells here. They're not that hard to make. It's a daylight sensor and some of this energized steel. And periodically I'll just make 1 or 2 more. When I add more machines, I add 1 or 2 more. I've switched over from using leadstone for everything to going to the redstone. It's basically redstone energy flux duct instead of leadstone flux duct, which puts a damper on how much redstone I have, but this thing holds 2 million, I believe. Is it 20 million RF? So, I mean, it holds quite a lot. I have, when the sun comes up, this thing charges. When the sun goes down, this thing discharges. Standard solar generator kind of mentality. And that keeps all of my machines running. I think these pulverizers keep running. Everything else holds an internal buffer of power. Last episode I said the storage scanner was kind of useless and I had it over there. I did some research and I figured out exactly how this works. When you first put it down, you have to run a scan. The scan takes for me it takes almost 5 minutes, so I don't like doing it. But after you've put it down, if you're looking for something like, say, glowstone, you can then have it highlight what chests have glowstone in it, for example. And then knowing that you have to look for something, you just double click on that chest and kind of look around real quick and you'll see it'll be flashing. And I know coming over here I've got something that says glowstone in the name. Now it's not 100% good. And it doesn't remember its thing, but you can go, oops, glow, I'm going to use the same thing here, S-T-O-N-E. Alright, so I can check on another chest and I can actually look at the inventory of that chest to see how much glowstone. For example, I'm looking for, a couple of stacks. Well, I know that chest probably doesn't have it. this one just has glowstone essence. I keep scrolling. There's an iron chest with some glowstone. It's got a stack in it. So I can check on that one. You know, and I highlight it, and it should be this guy right here. Sometimes it doesn't highlight. Inventory is now highlighted. No, yeah, see, it doesn't seem to always like to highlight the in all the inventories, but it kind of helps narrow it down, especially if you're somebody like me who's got chests with junk and storage and stuff in storage and stuff in barrels and stuff in other storage, and it's just kind of helter-skelter. Haven't figured this out yet. I have found no information on this whatsoever. I'm still looking. So if anybody happens to know anything about RF tools and can tell me how to make that work so that something like one of these modular storage units can actually be accessed by a remote storage unit, I'd love to know. Okay, how are we doing on inventory space? Not too bad. Quest book time. Yes, I've killed a whole bunch of spirits. I said I've got the ender quarry done. The digital miner we've had done for a while now. And the upgrades for the digital miner we've had done for a while. Immersive technology, I'm not going to touch this mod at all for a little bit. I'm waiting on that one for a bit. The other aspect that's, yeah, and Descendants, this one here is, whoops, open. This is making all the flight suits. A lot of work. Draconium dust, wow. Goes into those suits, so I'm not doing those. I'm kind of trying to work on how to fix this problem here. I had one idea, and I was going to make a magnum torch. But I need to make these interdiction torches, so I need the bat wings and nebulous hearts. Now I know there is a loot bag that drops those. It was a problem I had on, I think, the last game there before everything got wiped. It kept giving me that particular one over and over again. Okay, we'll put that over there, this up here, this here, this here, and this. Gauges, you guys hang out. Yeah, go get whatever's floating over there. All right. Dirt. More dirt. ME pattern terminal. What is that called? Forbidden reward. Dense energy cell, ME pattern terminal, ME crafting terminal. Okay. Anybody who knows me knows that I absolutely hate ME. Blizz, Blaze, Blizz, Balzic. This is the rod of bees. All right. That's everything. Well, I'm going to say that's going to do it for another show. Really not a lot happening. Kind of just working on grinding a little bit and getting some stuff together. Going to get back into having some fun with this mod pack again. Probably next episode or two. I want to go kill those withers probably next episode. and have some fun with that kind of stuff. Now that I have the ability to actually get withers without having to hunt in the nether, I'm also going to have to start setting up the nether, like quarries and stuff in the nether that I wanted to have going, because I want to start working on building a nether fortress base in the nether for hunting pigmen and wither skeletons and other random junk. But that's going to do it for tonight. Here's that. Whoops, don't punch that. Here's that Minecraft wave that everybody loves. Yeah, right. Jumping and a jumping and a jumping and a squawking and a squawking. And a side shift. There we go. We've done all the movements of Minecraft. All of them. Every one of them. Thanks all for watching, kids. Good night for now.